course, measuring with a laser. Laser set up at the end of the track. We'll shoot the laser off the sled at the starting line as well as at the finish line. And we will measure up to 1,000th of a foot if we do have to here tonight. So we'll get the numbers in here at 253.17, 253.17. And it looks like Todd is going to take that run. So must have some issues out there. So he is going to take that run at 253.17. Fans, let's give a nice round of applause once again to the Ford. He just started here tonight for Rock Bottom. So up number 2 in our light limited super stock class here tonight will be Lloyd King. And Lloyd will be our number 2 up here. Now Lloyd, another guy not running for the points here with the OSTPA circuit, just on hand here. See what he can do against the folks running for these points here on the OSTPA circuit.
Millersburg all the time.
So we'll bring into the starting line here next, Lloyd King. Of course, we got to thank Alicon, the sponsor here for the limited super stock tractors in 2025. Great sponsor. We'll talk about that a little bit more here as the night moves along. Lloyd King up next here. He'll be followed in our lineup by Mark Buck with the second hand smoke. He will be followed by, it's like going to be Dave Seck with that Whiskey Met tractor. Good run at Elkieburg right there. So good class of light limited supers as fans take a look at what we've got coming out on the track right now. As that is going to be a cockshut tractor. Lloyd King here. Now the cockshut is considered the Canadian hour. Those tractors were produced over in Canada. First look at an Elkieburg here in the light limited super stock class here tonight. Of course, all tasted at 253 and 17 by the Ford. Todd Wright, our number 1 in light limited super stock. So keep it off the light lines here tonight as everybody chases right down at 253.17. Todd right here tonight. So looks like having just a little bit of trouble getting them backed up here to the weight transfer machine. Of course, want to make sure you're lined up nice and square to the front of that sled. You get off a particular direction. So want to make sure you're lined up square as you can possibly be out there. As backing in here for the light limited super stock class, the lightest class we'll see in tonight's competition here at a maximum weight of 6,250 pounds. So it looks like we've got the cockshut ready to go here. Everybody getting hooked up down there. Everything looks good. And we will send Lloyd King on his way. Mark Buck will follow with the second hand smoke. He'll be coming up next. Here is a great field of 10 of the light limited super stocks ready to come at you here tonight. All right, so it looks like giving some last minute instructions down there before we turn them loose here tonight. Just a reminder, fans, to have the official OSTPA merchandise stand located down at the starting line end. All kinds of hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts available brand new for 2025 here. Get one of those before they limited quantities. You know, the end of the season is pretty near here, so you want to make sure you get one of those before they are all gone. So look at the starting line area right there, just making sure Lloyd has all the safety equipment on. You'll notice put on the fireproof gloves. Muscular fire suit they'll wear down there. They also have the fireproof boots as well as the snow-proof helmets out there. So all the safety equipment are ready to go. All right, so Lloyd getting everything ready to go, and we will turn the cockshut loose here tonight. No name on this particular tractor. A lot of times you'll see these competitors, something will happen down the track, or they'll name it after a particular movie they like or something like that. But right now, no name on the side of this cockshut here. And it doesn't mean everything. Watch the performance with this tractor. Good runner here, Lloyd King. Let's see if he can go better than 253.17. mark to beat out there, and Lloyd's going to stretch it out just a little bit further here tonight. So an excellent run there for Lloyd King. With that top shot 572, 91.82 fans, we got ourselves a new leader. So 291, 82 the distance for Lloyd King. With his light limited super stock here tonight, Alicon Construction sponsors class here tonight for these late limited super stocks. As Mark Huck with the second-hand smoke will be our next competitor up here. Mark, another willing guy, not running for the points here with the OSTPA.
This one diesel. This one diesel.
So some of our great sponsors here helping out. Once again here in 2025. As we back in the Deutz 9,006 models that ran so many years in the white super stock class years ago. And that's one great thing about this white limited super stock class. You get lots of color, lots of variety. And right here, number 3 tractor, we've already seen it 4. We see the cop shut, and now we see it Deutz out on the track. So don't get any better than that if you like a little bit of variety out there with these white limited supers. Go back to the diesel entry here. We saw an Alky and diesel go down the track. Now we've got another diesel. So Mark Huck kind of got that tractor a little bit more pointed towards that right side of the track. It would be indicative of where he is going to go down here tonight. And we'll see if he straightens it out here when he gets the slack out of the chain. Now fans, don't jerk starts to pull. You must start with a tight hitch. He'll put that visor down. 3 flags will come out. Here comes second-hand smoke for Deutz. Let's see if the Deutz can do it here tonight. But nonetheless, a great run here for Mark Huck. With the second-hand smoke fans, let's give a nice round of applause here as we wait for the distance to come in. Yeah, it's a good one. 305 and 74. 305 and 74. So, yep, he did keep it in bounds. We are good to go. So the points right along here. So that he's over Ohio. All right, looks like we got the slack on the chain, we're ready to go. A Whiskey Bennett. Let's see if he can move that lead distance marker at the end of the track. Of course, sponsored by Hill Marketing. Gonna be awful close to taking over that number 1 spot. Now 305 and 74 is our Hill Marketing lead distance marker out. Alicon Light Limited Super Stock class. So here we go. Dakota Claypool. Let's see if he can bump the flag down there. Our Hill Marketing flag at 325.60. That is the high water mark. To take over that number 1 spot. We'll get the distance in here from the laser team. And yeah, looks like we're going to stretch it out a little further. tonight. Once they put down. Good looking Oliver. Got a couple Olivers in our program here tonight. Saw the Canadian Oliver. Let's see what the Northern Green Olivers do. Short of that 337 and 31. 337 and 31 right now, the mark to beat here in our late limited super stock class. Looks like we're going to put up number 3 here, fans. 323 and 76. 323 and 76. Let's give Mike Conley a nice round of applause, fans, out of Middle Ohio. Beat Green here tonight to run for it. Working our way through our light limited super stock class, man. Just about 4 hours to go here. It's sports leader Derek McIntyre up next, and then Bill Scheckler with the John Deere will be our final competitor here in our light limited super stock class. Back trailer manufacturing of Ohio is respected as the nation's foremost manufacturer of dump flatbed trailer trailers and pneumatic tanks. Class will be up next. Great field of 10-minute vehicles in that class. Lots of competition here tonight, fans. 5 great classes for you fans. As we get ready to go here, once again chasing 337 and 31. Finishing up number 2 is Dakota Claypool. Number 3 spot will be Dave Second, Whiskey Red. Mike Bonheur will finish up number 4. Number 5 will be Mark Rupp, will be second and smoke. Number 6, Lloyd King. Number 7, Todd Wright, Bill Scheckler. All the time. Here's a word to you. Wellington Inwood, light limited pro stock tractors here tonight. And Tom Schaefer, our number 1 hook. Number 1 got a big decision to make, whether or not he's going to take or turn down that run as our test puller. So we will get the numbers in here from the laser crew, and of course Tom will just sign. Of course, looks like a good straight pass there for him with the Boss tractor. So numbers come in at 300.81, 300.81, right at that 300-foot mark, and he is going to take that run. So officially, we are underway. All right, here we go. The train wreck in Wilson, Ohio. Noah Allison, 300.81 is the mark he's shooting for here tonight. It's going to be a good one now. 300.81. Tom Schaefer with the Boss as our test puller. He laid down a good one. I think we're going to move that marker just a little bit further here. Channel marketing. Leader flag. So we've seen some really great runs come out that right side. Let's see what we've got here left to center. As Paul Harris going to try a different spot on the track. Now fans of the track, we're starting to tear up at that starting line. And that's why you will see these competitors move around a little bit. So it's been a red parade so far in our length of the pro stock classes. We've got the all business on the start line. Paul Harris. Paul Harris for tonight had all business. And he was going to shake things up here. Now 333.83. Noah Allison with the train wreck. Our current leader. Let's see what we've got here for the numbers. For Paul Harris here again, the all business. We're going to make that work out here. Sun has gone down, and moisture starts working its way up to the track. Take a look at that track, fans. You see some shiny spots out there, the lights flaring on. Tonight, Brian Huff. And the aces and eights going to come up short. Man, was on a pass when he went by us.
Lot of smoke.
Unfortunately, breakage here tonight. So we'll get the numbers in for him at 269 and 84. Fans, 269 and 84.
These are tractors.
Be the distance for Brian Huff here
Light
tonight.
limited pro stock tractors.
We'll put him in that number 4 spot out of 4.
Pro diesel.
Some issues out there.
Smoke trucks coming up next class.
Jay Reitbach, the Shotgun Red, our next puller up here. We'll have here in Westover, John Deere 53. 50-20, and then Corey Frank, the high standards, our next three in our class of 11 here tonight. Of these light limited pro stock tractors, and we got the diesel trucks up next.
This is an OSTPA truck and tractor pull.
Diesel trucks here tonight. Always a very popular class. Sports fans, the event tonight is sanctioned by the Hot Shot Secrets Pro Bowling League out of Sellersburg, Indiana. Follow all their technical and safety rules. Machine. All right, Whistler, shot for Western. Robert Heron.
Oh man, he broke.
Right there.
Well, he's done for the year. Well, maybe the Aftershock in Ohio.
No return, and unfortunately, it's like jumping off the diving board at that point, fans. Got to take what you can get out there. So distance will be 163.03. 163.03. Well, tough luck, round of applause, fans, if you would. The shotgun red. Not going to get it done here tonight.
Does he go pretty fast? Does he go pretty fast?
So Aaron Westhofer up next here with the John Deere 50-20. Take a look here at our current leaderboard. Of course, Noah Allison, our
After
leader.
these are done, there's a class of trucks.
Paul Harrison's number 2 with all distance at 302.60. And Tom Schaefer, our best bowler with the boss, in that number 3 spot at 300.81. So just about the halfway point here of our Wellington Inwood limited pro stock class here tonight. And we're going to work that right side here one more time.
Is this the one that we still want Wendy's?
We've got a Greenwood making its way out on the track right now. Our first John Deere in our limited light pro stock class. Looking like having some issues with the drive line. We'll bring that weight transfer machine to them. And get them hooked up here and bring it back to the start line. So here's Westhofer. John Deere, 50-20. Bakersville, Ohio.
Pushing her back. I think he went too quick.
Moving up from the Classic Superstock classes many years ago, was a champion in that class before moving on up here to the light limited class, 2018. All right, here we go, man. Let's see if we can get this John Deere in the top 3 here tonight. What do you think, Green fans? Can you do it? All right, there's some of you out there. Ohio. Started off on the right side of the track, kind of let it drift towards the middle here at 295 and 78 will be the distance here, 295 and 78, just short of getting into that top 3 here tonight. But nonetheless, a good run for Aaron Westhofer. So that'll bring us up to our current points leader in our Wellington Implement Light Limited Pro Stock class. As Corey Frank, the high standards, will make his way to the start line. New spot with the John Deere 50-20 and Robert Levy, the laptop binder, into that number 3 spot here. Like limited post on points. Now the big question, was he out of it before that 100-foot mark? We'll check with our officials down there, and I think he was past that mark. Okay, they tell us yes, he did make the attempt, so he did get out of it. So we'll have another attempt here.
Is he going to have another attempt?
Tough track.
All right, fans, well, right now in the announcer stand, we've got Derek McIntyre, the Green Grenade, our winner of our light limited super stock class. And Derek, beat the points coming in here tonight. Another great run. Tell us about it. It was a little rough. I think we were going to go anywhere, but it came around. We saw that front end come way up and did a great job of driving, got it back under control. Of course, taking the big win here tonight. Tell us who you'd like to thank for helping you get here.
Just all my family. We've had a long year. Everything's been broke all year. Seems like keep battling through. We made it.
All right, fans, well, let's give a nice round of applause. Our winner here tonight, Light Limited Supers, Derek McIntyre. All right, so Corey Frank making his way back to the start line here. And we will see, is he going to go right back or is he going to drop in the class here? We'll see what the decision is down there. This does have that option as well. So it looks like got the crew down there, they're discussing things. Well, we'll see if we can keep that streak alive here tonight. We saw Derek McIntyre, our points leader in the Light Limited Super Stock class, take the win here tonight. We'll see if Corey Frank can follow up here. Made the attempt, got out of the throttle before that 100-foot mark, so they're going to fire the tractor up here. He's going to go right back to the start line. Now, fans, this is what will go down in the record book here for points, whether it's 1 foot or 360 feet here tonight. This will be the distance that will go down in the record book for the high standards. Now, did he go better than 3:33.83? That will be the big question here. We'll check that Dale Marketing leader flag. Oh, fans, 3:22.43. Good enough for number 2 here tonight. Let's give a nice round of applause. Corey Frank. He made it work, 3:22.43 will put him in that number 2 spot. And AGCO is proud to be a sponsor of the OSTPA as your home team for John Deere dealer. AGCO is ready to help you with your parts, service, and sales needs for your residential, agricultural, and commercial equipment. Stop in today and visit AGCO, one of our 35 Ohio locations, or find the closest store nearest to you at agco.com/Ohio. And don't forget to follow AGCO on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. AGCO, your John Deere dealer. All right, so Carl Toombs with the wraps will be our next entry. Terry Schaefer to follow. And then we got Roger Lee spurring the business. Looks like 4 tractors left to go here. Bring out another green one. Carl Toombs in the wrapped entry.
What's with the turbo?
sleeper here tonight with that back company. Basically the middle of the track here tonight. Well, fans, let's give a nice round of applause. Good run. As we'll get the numbers in here from the laser crew. Of course, lots more action to go here. We have the Pro Stock diesel trucks, the big 10,000-pound Pro Stocks, and a great class of Super Stocks here tonight. 302.04 will be the distance here for Terry Schaefer, just outside of that top three, 302 and 04 here tonight. So we will have Roger Early, Strictly Business, and then John Lawrence with the Chance Tractor on 502 here in Lake Limited Pro Stock competition. Will come in 308.28, 30828. Roger Early, I believe that will put him in that number 4 spot there with Strictly Business behind Carl Toops. So number 4 here with 1 to go. John Lawrence in the Chance Tractor is Noah Allison. Looks to take the big win. Liquitude Total Tire Protection is the premium flat tire preventative that you trust to prevent flats. Reduce downtime and extend tire life by up to 35%. Why let flat tires slow you down? Treat your tires with Liquitude to protect them from the rim and bead leaks and prevent flats for the life of the tire. When you have to depend on tires, depend on Liquitude, the original liquid inner tube. Liquitude Total Tire Protection is now available in Napa, Real Estate, and Bass Pro Shops. For more information, go to liquitube.com. All right, so we are waiting on John Lawrence with the Chance Tractor, basically right in the Dover area here with the Chance Tractor. Like nothing better here to take the big win home here tonight. He's got the lead at 3:33.83. Needs to hold off one more to take the big win. A nice run right down the center of the track. Definitely going to shake the order up here. We'll get the numbers in. Or John Lorenz here with the Chance Tractor, that International. All right, comes in at 300.33. 300.33. Well, fans, let's give all our Light Limited Pro Soccer bettors a nice round of applause. But the win here tonight is going to go to Noah Allison with that train wreck. Great run at 3:33.83. So Noah, if you can hear us, make your way up to the announcer's stand. We'd like to stop here tonight. So we're going to start off with a GMC. We got any Chevrolet fans out there tonight? Where are you, Chevrolet? Damon Woodland, our test holder, will have an option.
These are trucks.
To turn down this run. All that horsepower, DOT tires. Seemed like did not get up on top of that turbocharger, but we will see what he thought of that run. As our number one rookie here out of the 7 in our Limited Pro Diesel Truck class here tonight. So 321.84, 321.84. And we will find out whether or not Gabe was happy with that run.
Pro Diesel Trucks.
All right, fans, so officially marketing. All right, how about Dodge fans? Are you guys out there? Better than 321.84 to take over that number one spot. Now I'm going to say that's too close to go down there. They are right there. 3:19 and 96 fans, just shy. So GMC will hold on.
I think you went to go find some ice cream.
Number 2, 319.96. Damon Woodland, our test forward at 321.84. That number one spot, Ohio Cat, proud to sponsor the Ohio State Tractor Pull Association as Ohio's premier construction equipment provider and a strong supporter of our communities for over 75 years. We understand what it takes to be first place team. Regardless of your need, whether it's sales, service, parts, or equipment rental, you can count on Ohio Cat to be your trusted teammate. To see how we can help your company win, be sure to visit OhioCat.com or stop in at one of our 11 locations throughout Ohio, Northern Kentucky, and Southeast Indiana.
Louisville,
here.
Kentucky.
Another Dodge out of Tiffin, Ohio. 98 Dodge, ranked 3,500. 2021 Rookie of the Year here on the OSPPA circuit. Now he comes in the number 4 spot here in the point standings. Making a good run here in the points all summer long. Has not missed a hook. All right, here we go. Under pressure. Boy, another one right in about that 320 foot range there. They're piling them up here tonight. David Whitman, our current leader at 321 and 84. And yeah, we're going to stretch it out, fans. 325.20, we got a new leader. So Jacob Whitman goes in that number 1 spot. 325 and 22. We'll put him in the number 1. All right, so great run there for Jacob Whitman. Under pressure, that 98 Dodge. Put him in that number 1 spot. All right, so it looks like by the look of the draw, we should have Roy Patterson and the necessary people up next. Now Roy comes in here tonight. Now fans, take a look at that 1945 Dodge Power Wagon. What a beauty. Sitting number 7 in OSPPA points. Coming into tonight's program. Now, Roy's pretty convinced it is a 45 mile. Now, we do have any, early model Dodge aficionados out there who tell us otherwise, but Roy said they got the truck, actually didn't have a tag on it, so they're kind of guessing they think it's a 45. Nonetheless, good looker right there. Got that KDF red paint on there.
Sorry about the blur.
All right, all chasing Jacob Whitman right now. The under pressure, our leader, 325 and 22. 325 and 22. We hear some of the super stocks firing up over in the pit area. You can hear the growl. All right, here we go. Back to the track. Once again, we're going to put
Was
another
it that
one
one?
right down there in the mix. Out of that number 1 spot. come in here. 3:25 and 22 is what he had to be. And will come in at 3:45.16. We got a new leader. So Calvin Logan doing what he needs to do here tonight. Takes over that number 1 spot. Looking to make up a little bit of ground here on the Razor's Edge truck, which will be up next. Yeah, this is getting good here.
Finger up, trying to get her started. I'll let you know when it's ready.
Two-time OSTPA.
Sorry about the
Pinnacle Stock Diesel Truck Champion right here, looking for another one here in 2025. Let's see if he can get it done here tonight. Razor's Edge. Newly marked 3:35.16. 3:35.16. Los Angeles Marketing Leader Flag. the high strung out of Ohio. We'll have that out. They can turn down this run. Here we go. All right, where's our full stock fans? Started in our 10,000 pound pro stocks. So numbers will come in 282.07, 282.07. Of course, so we'll have that option whether he takes or turns down that run. All right, yes, we get the thumbs up, so we are underway officially, fans. So 282 and 07 will get us started. 282.07. Said by the luck of the draw, we'll head Jeremy back to the start line for his second entry. Spontaneous combustion. Challenger 1038 model. Don't see a whole lot of the Caterpillar tractors pulling competition. Good to see it out here. Service for a wide variety of engines, anything from stock to all-out competition. They are full service machine shop specialized. Full diesel service on engine located in Tiffin, Ohio. Proud sponsor of OSTPA Pro Stock Tractor Class for 2025. So we just saw Jeremy with his suit on and back to the start line. We'll jump on the spontaneous combustion. And for Pro Stock. Spontaneous combustion up to the start line here. Currently sitting in that number 2 spot in points. So 3 wins on the summer for Jeremy with this tractor. You have seen Jeremy from time to time dabble with the NTPA Grand National Circuit as well. Stressful or time to enjoyable journeys. Travel is here to do it all for you. And the planning process is all you have to do is show up and make amazing memories. Let us start planning your next adventure. Find us on Facebook and our website at joyfuljourneystravel.com. Joyful Journeys Travel, the sponsor of the social media sponsor down there, for the social media area down there, for all the folks down at the end of the track. Spontaneous combustion at Challenger 1038 Caterpillar. Take a look at how low Jeremy sits in the seat of this tractor, that hood. Awful high in this particular tractor. Jeremy gets about the sled, I'd say just about that center, maybe a little bit to touch to the left side. 282.07 right now is our mark to beat, 282.07. Riverside engine, 10,000 pound, no stops. And here comes the Caterpillar, spontaneous combustion. Spontaneous combustion. Jeremy Smith. No doubt going to go around the John Deere here tonight. 282.07 what he had to be. And the numbers come in at 331.71. 331.71. So Jeremy Smith will move out a little bit further there with his second tractor. Kevin Schmucker will be up next, piloting the Rampage. Ryan Deppen will follow with the Haymaker John Deere, and then we'll have Noah Deppen and the Deere Tracks Attack. So 3 years in a row here. So great run for Jeremy Smith at 331.71. We'll put him firmly out there at that number 1 spot. With the second tractor, number 2 at 282.07. Kevin Schmucker behind the wheel of the Rampage here tonight. So Kevin's normal tractor, the Gator Gun, on the shelf here for the 2000 and rest of the 2025 season. Steve here out of Louisville, Ohio, they have done it. And Kevin back in the seat of the Rampage. That's our mark to be here, 331.71. 331.71. How about the John Deere fans? You guys still out there? Let's hear from you.
Pro stock tractors.
Boy, that tractor launched. He was on a run, but unfortunately, it looks like some breakage down there. $253.09 will be the numbers here. $253.09 for Kevin Schmucker with the Rampage. Brian Deppen will be up next here with the John Deere, the Haymaker. Back into the Haymaker. Right now for that Caterpillar, Jeremy Smith, our leader, at 331.71. 331.71. And question. Was he out of it before that 100-foot mark? All right, so wait for the official word down here. Now, not a good sign. We see Brian taking his helmet off down there.
Yep.
All right, so we'll see what the officials tell us here. All right, fans, so as you can see, Brian going to put the helmet back on. So, yeah, it is going to take his second attempt here to bring it back around here. So, yes, he will take his second attempt. Maybe there might be an issue with the tractor there. We saw the hood come up, but nope, just going to put a little bit.